And this is mine. I am rubbing my face all over it.
That better be the only thing you're rubbing all over it. Okay. I think I am in.
This is actually not at all what I was expecting, but I like.
All right, what are you expecting?
It's something, a different shape for the schnoz of this.
Okay.
But I do like the way you're kind of pulling things back. I'm an
That'd be mean.
astronaut on the edge, man.
That'd be mean.
Would
That'd be
be
real
mean.
mean.
What would be mean?
I don't even want to begin to think what you're thinking over there. This ain't no Sparta. Don't.
I have a little kid's toy. Back away.
Alrighty. Ladies and don't be waving that thing around me like that.
Look at the shadows.
Hello and welcome back to Space Engineers Small Ship, the Small Grid Large Ship, Small Ship Gone Wild, whatever we're calling this thing.
Bow chick bow wow.
So due to issues with the stream previous day of this recording, I couldn't get in to do a stream, so I decided to work on my ship a little bit to catch up on.
Yes.
To catch up on Dswank a little bit since he's got a couple of weeks ahead of me. And
1
as
week.
you can see,
1 week.
As you can see, 1 week for you was like 5 freaking days, man.
Fair enough.
As you can see, he's playing with his drill here. So anyway,
it's the Excalibur of drills. Yeah.
Come along with me as we kind of peek into what I've done, which isn't a lot. On the outside, you can see that I have my bridge. And I decided to keep this side symmetrical and just do a little observation window. Don't know if that's going to stay there or not, but that's what I did. And I began the captain's quarters up top.
I kind of like it.
I'm not hating it. I just don't know if it's going to stay there or not. But let's go walk inside and we'll look at my cockpit. I hear doors opening.
Yeah, no, I would this forward glassed area I was looking at.
Ah. And here's my little cockpit. It's kind of simple, but this being a civilian industrial ship, it's not going to be too fancy.
Yeah. Ooh, I like the way you did all the LCD screens.
Yeah, I like how it came out. I'm happy with it.
Other than some of the upside down.
Did they? Oh, they mirrored wrong.
Yeah.
All right, I'll go back and manually fix that. This is what it's supposed to look like.
Okay. Okay. Oh, that's cool. I like it with the projection. Like the bottom one's further in.
Yeah.
Top one's recessed. That's cool.
But yeah, at a quick glance, you have multiple monitors to see what's going on and should be able to monitor and do this ship solo if need be.
Yep.
Decent area view.
Yep. That's the part I like the most. The view out of this is... Let me sit in the pilot seat. Okay. Other than down, the view is really good. I mean, you've got a much better vertical view than you do out of my ship.
Right.
Which is none at all.
I've thought about down, and I could probably still come back and make this part here glass underneath for, foot view if need be.
Yeah, I mean, the sides, you could put some glass, like, right here. A couple of views down.
Yeah, and that would work too, looking out to the sides there. You'd be able to see under you a little bit.
Yeah.
I may monkey with that. So, anyway,
One thing.
Yes.
One more thing. And this is a mod issue, and you might want to have to do some engineering to figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
This chair, even if it was pressurized inside here.
It's, I see that. I think it has one without oxygen in it. If it doesn't, I'll just pipe it up.
Okay.
So, we need to look at yours at all, or is yours pretty well the same where we left it off?
I haven't done any work on mine.
Okay. Well, let's get to work, shall we?
Yep. Alright, shotguns in the control interface.
No. Alright. So I wonder if I could... Let's
see.
Maybe we can do something like that.
Alright. Just out of curiosity, what area of your ship are you going to be working on right now?
I think I'm going to go ahead and try to put glass up here in the feet, like you mentioned, because that might actually be pretty cool to have, and it would be functional for an industrial ship.
I am going to be working on the mess area on mine. And while we're working on this, something we have talked about is doing a design, what would it be? Design request sheet or project request sheet. Basically, we're going to be putting together a sheet or a list or what have you for the designing the big ship that we want for when we take off next season with the survival series. Kind of do this professional-like. And so Fuzz and I thought we would spend some time discussing what exactly we need for that. So we may get distracted from actually working for a bit every once in a while.
Yeah.
But yeah, I had some ideas, some rough ideas for things, and I don't know how good some of these thoughts would be, but the other reason why at least I would like to do this is once we're done explaining and fleshing out and getting I think they're called design request forms or project request forms, kind of like what the military puts out to, say, Boeing and Lockheed and things like that when they're requesting a new vehicle design. We were going to be doing that so we can have a kind of overall design for our survival ship, and y'all can know what mods we're looking at using and what we're looking for ships. So if you want to, I guess, play along and try and design something with the same requirements, you'll know what the requirements are.
Interrupting you very quickly, I have items that I can't delete and they are now floating off into the oblivion that may cause you a problem later. Just so you know.
Okay.
Yeah. It's basically, if it's something that got disconnected, it's in limbo now.
Okay. I'm not worried about it.
Okay.
I'll do a world cleanup once we're done. Or if it starts getting too rough for you. You still there?
Yeah, I was more worried about you running into it with your ship if you start flying about.
Yeah.
And
I have shields on.
Okay.
have shields. No issues there. So, I guess probably should pick. Where do we want to start with this?
I can't grind it either.
You can't grind it?
No.
Ugh.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Things acting any better?
No. No.
Can you just ignore it for now? Or is it gonna... Okay. So, on the design concept front, anything in particular you want to start with? Like mods, requirements?
Well, in particular, I know we both like the elevators a lot.
Yes.
So I definitely want to keep those in play. Weaponry mods, we kind of have to keep that contained a little bit due to some of them being kind of iffy and not working. Which one are we currently using that you have by name? Because I can never remember.
It is the Mexpex Industries rebalance or something along those lines.
Okay.
That's the one we're currently looking at using. Okay. TVSI. Do only one of these galleys have a window in them?
I think.
That kind of sucks.
Okay. What's going to suck even more is I may need to relog because this is still physically there and I can't place in around it.
Ooh. Yeah.
Okay. Be back shortly.
Okay. So.
Yes. Mods.
Yes.
There is a short list of things that we've already mentioned in behind the scenes that are going to be there regardless.
Right.
And most of them are the ones that I already want. Ooh, there's that one mod. I want to see someone use those the mod for the passageways.
Oh, that one?
Yeah, I want to see somebody do that because it looks like it added T joints, doors, corners, ramps, the whole 9 yards.
Yeah.
Seems like those would make a good maintenance tunnel like mod without being too sophisticated and crazy like the other one.
Right. Well, we can give that one a try.
Okay.
I'm all for that. More. So we've got tunnels. We've got the Mexpex guns. Let's see, what else would be ones we'd like to use? Well, let's see. I have a list. We'd kind of like to continue to use the some of the small ships we built last season.
Right.
Like the Minimura and some variation of the Remora.
Right.
So
that's going to require the small jump drives.
Yeah.
Keen's Pack. Keen's Mod.
Keen's Pack. Sage's Cockpits and the Industrial Thruster.
Boy. Uncle Steve's.
Yeah. And
probably
probably
the extension.
The extension. Let's see. What else would be important for that? The azimuth and the super grinders.
Right. The tiered chip tools, I think it's called. I think that's what it's called.
I like that mod.
Yeah, it's cool.
Okay. So I'm fighting weird space engineers behavior real quick.
Lovely.
Every time I try and select what I need, the block I need, it's like, nope, we're gonna reset the block selection screen and give you a completely different block because we know that's what you want.
Yeah, man, gotta love it.
But let's see, what else would we? Also, we'd need the azimuth cargo mod for those. Where is the cooking? There we go. That's the. Yeah.
Do we want the stress to decorative mods?
I would like to have the decorative, like the TSVI galley mod.
Yeah.
Esketeer, or I can't say his name correctly. His 2 decoration mods. I wouldn't mind having. They look nice.
Yeah, they're alright.
Let's see, other mods that I do like. There's the X-Pars toiletries we could use.
Mm-hmm.
I also like the X-Pars reactors, but that's kind of up in the air, just because I like the way those look decorative.
Right.
Colt command pack, because we always have to have Colt command pack.
A must.
Yeah. Riptide and E&E's command, or whatever they call it. I really like that.
Right.
That gives those thin walls and additional... You kind of broke up there.
Yeah, I think I'm being kicked. Maybe.
Ew, no fun there.
Nope.
Let's see.
Let's see, what else we use?
The
again,
letters mod.
Another must.
Yeah.
You see, when we do mod lists like that, I feel like, Colt and the letters and like we talked about the full conveyor block vent, all those to me are a musts. I mean, I'm just not even going to try to build without them, just because of how much they add to it. I'm not gonna say I'm not going to build without them, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. Okay. I like the repulsors, and if we're going to be doing a kind of mobile home, the repulsors let us make it look good.
Yeah.
Okay. And we had the elevators in that.
Right.
Because those are just really good. And TVSI mess, the exploratory literaries, and the Esketeer's Deco and more. Both versions of that. I guess transporters. Do we want those?
Unless we plan on settling down somewhere, I don't really see a big use for them.
Okay. I mean, that was
we may do that eventually, but yeah. Because, I mean, most of our other ships that's going to be attached to it is probably going to be small ships.
Right.
Unless we just plan on building, multiple larger ships to... But it only had to be on one other because we can't fly with one each.
Mm-hmm.
So they're generally going to be smaller ships. So I just, if we find a means of using them later, I would say sure, because I do like the idea of them. I want to play with them, but the roaming aspect of this next season, just I don't see them being useful.
Okay. Okay. Now, jump drive.
Mm-hmm.
We either go with the vanilla jump drives and have a huge number of them, because it's going to be a big ship.
Right.
Because for y'all who don't know, we're looking at having, in essence, would you describe it as a mobile set piece?
Yeah, more or less. It's gonna be far more than just a functional ship. It's gonna be something we can roam around in and say, "Ooh, that's pretty."
Yeah.
So yeah, a mobile set piece is a good definition, I think.
So, with that, we're going to be it's going to be big. So we're going to need either a huge amount of the vanilla jump drives or look at having a modded jump drive.
Right.
That gives more distance for... And even then, we'll probably need quite a few of them. Because space is big.
Yes.
And the vanilla jump drives don't give a huge amount of distance, so the modded ones that give a huge comparative amount still don't give that much distance. So, modded jump drives?
Modded jump drives.
Okay. There's an older one that kind of looks... Think of, you know how the chaos symbol, the points in all directions?
Mm-hmm.
There's one that's from one side looks like that, but it's very deep. It's like 4 blocks deep, so it's this weird spiky cylinder shape.
Interesting.
And then there's the barbell shape that is the C-15 jump drive that you've seen.
Mm-hmm.
And let's see. There's not many others, which is kind of sad.
Yeah. Have you seen me pop in and out at all? Like disconnect or reconnect or whatever?
No.
Okay.
Sad fuzz.
Frustrated fuzz. For server health, for those designers out there that like to go nuts with the unfinished blocks. No.
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 Okay.
No.
Speaking of server health,
Mm-hmm.
obviously damaged blocks are an issue. Damaged
Right.
or unfinished.
Right.
Do we want to have the nanites or a nanite variant? Because there's a couple others that have come out recently.
Okay. I'd be okay with that.
Okay. So we have that. What about shields? Since we'll have nanites on there, do we want to mess with shields at all?
The shields aren't as overpowered as I thought they were when we started using them. And considering some of the exploration mods that we plan on using them, it may be a requirement.
If we don't want to just be constantly running.
Right, and constantly repairing.
Right.
Decoys is something I'd like to see. A good array of decoys in the ship design itself.
Okay. Let's see. What else can... Let's see. So we have that. We have that. We're probably going to need a... For the same reason, like with the jump drives. We'll probably need a reactor mod of some sort. Otherwise, we're just going to have a bunch of 6-point or 4-point cross sections of reactor.
Yep.
Large reactor everywhere. So,
yeah. Which ain't very pretty.
Yeah, there's only so much you can do with them.
Mm-hmm.
And while you could do things like small grids on top of them with doing the reactor rod kind of thing that I did, that would, on my ship, on a large ship, the number of those pistons would get fairly large quickly.
Yeah, and you would be crying for the wrath of Clang to be coming down on you.
Yep.
Yeah.
So probably needing some reactor mod of some sort. Like I said, I like X-Bars, but there's also the azimuth.
Yeah.
Probably don't need both, however.
No.
So we can take a look, or if other people are building ships, just you can probably find one of a reactor mod, whether it's those listed or another one.
Right.
As long as it works. Or if you have figured out a way to make the vanilla reactors look good. Ooh, that would be nice. Let's see, what else could be interesting for this? Ladders? Do we want to use the ladders mod?
Yeah, I could live without it. They're neat. They don't extend down very far though, so. Well, you got the pieces that don't extend up and down, the non-retractable ones that you can piece together.
Yeah.
I'd be okay with them.
Okay. So we've got that.
Carne asada.
Ladders. So we have a jump drive mod, a reactor mod. Transporters are out for now. The big thruster, the big hydrogen thruster.
Oh, the Epstein drive?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, that's a yes.
That's a yes.
Okay.
That's almost a necessity with the size ships we've been building recently, or been talking about anyway.
Okay, and finally, those CodeCat cargo containers. There's 2 mods that we're using for it.
I'm gonna let that be an option to the listeners. I won't call that a requirement or a must, but yeah, I'm cool with them.
Okay. So if you use them, yay. If not,
we won't hold it against you.
Right.
Much.
much. That implies...
I'm just being a dick. Worry not. We will not hold it against you.
Alright, so... that's kind of the mods that we've run down. Oh, there's 2 more that I have jotted down as possibilities.
Okay.
I wanted to check that. The server, the timer block, and programming block combined.
Mm-hmm. I can see that being handy.
Also, they're guessied up to look pretty good.
Yeah.
So, I probably same place as the CodeCat cargo.
Yep.
If I had to guess, that not required, but not discouraged.
Right.
So that's kind of I'll once I finish what I'm doing, I will read back over what we've got so far for that list.
Do you want to put together, either one of us or the other, put together a Google Doc or something of that nature that we can just leave a link in the descriptions of the mod list?
Well, I was thinking putting together a Google Doc of the entire the entire request.
Okay, that's cool.
Not just the mods, but the like size and things like that we figure.
Right. I dig.